Welcome to another amazingly produced video on heart rate variability training just for you. In this video, what we're going to be talking about is week 3. So if you haven't seen week 2 or week 1, go ahead and check out the previous videos. This week is all about your power 10s. Your power 10s is your ability to use 10 breaths at your resonance frequency to start to tune into what's going on with you, just embracing whatever you're feeling, but also breathing in. So it's like an acceptance with 10 breaths. And then, so what we're gonna wanna work on throughout this week is a little bit more engaging. We're gonna be using a piece of paper and a pen. We're just gonna map out what our day looks like and where the potential stressors could come in. So let's say you wake up every day at 7 o'clock, you have work at 9 o'clock, and you have to drive through traffic for an hour. So from 7 to 8, maybe you're in traffic and you get some coffee on the way to work. What are some things that you notice that might contribute to the way that you feel in terms of positive and in terms of stress? So an example is maybe you get some coffee and the person forgets your name, but you see them every day and that makes you angry. Or maybe it's just something like you get cut off in traffic and that makes you angry. Whatever it is, start mapping out how you feel throughout the day. And this is going to be important because it kind of gives us a landscape to focus on throughout the week. So during week 3, it's very possible that you'll have something called a heart clearing. I'm not exactly guaranteeing that everybody has one. My week 3 was a heart clearing where just, something inside releases and it's maybe something that's really deep. And how that happens is through resonance breathing, you're activating your autonomic system in a way that is not normally engaged. And so with this conscious breathing that we're doing, it's helping to release maybe some stored energy that might be in there. And sometimes people consider that stuck energy or trauma. I'm not really going to go into it. If you guys want, leave me a comment below and I can make another video about it. Definitely leave me a thumbs up if so far this program has helped you. And also let me know if you have any questions about the Power 10. The Power 10 is really helpful because what it allows you to do is take that map that you created of your typical day and bring it into your training. So you're going to still be doing 2 20-minute sessions a day, but the last 5 minutes, you're going to be focusing on like one stressor that you typically have throughout your day. And you're going to be practicing breathing as you're visualizing that experience. So whatever it is, let's say usually you get home and things are tense with whoever lives at your house with you, and that's like a tough moment for you usually or something. Or let's say usually a better example. So here's an example. So let's say usually you get to work and you're dreading your manager following up with you because they're a micromanager, and there's just something about the way that they talk to you that makes you angry or upset or uncomfortable. And so you can bring that in the last 5 minutes and just start using your breathing, your resonance frequency to breathe through that. And you're bringing that into your training practice so that you can be more prepared for it as it comes. Also, what you can use this for is, say you have like a meeting and usually you're kind of shy to talk to the rest of the meeting members. And so it's something that brings you a lot of stress, for instance. So you can actually just imagine yourself in that situation during the last 5 minutes of your breathing. You can just bring yourself there in front of the meeting and all the people there, and maybe that starts getting your heart rate elevated. You just start breathing, do the Power 10, do your resonance frequency during the training, and then you'll actually notice that maybe it's not as hard as you thought when you go do it in person. So you can also use it for a future event. So you're in Toastmasters and you have a speech coming up or a toast coming up, and you're not really usually comfortable in these types of situations. You have a wedding coming up or you have a meeting coming up and you're not usually comfortable talking in a group of say 50 people or 20 people or whatever the case is. what I can say is maybe just during the last 5 minutes, you know the stressor is coming up, just imagine yourself there. If you can feel your heart rate elevating, if you can see the people, if you can see what you're going to talk about, if you can see their reactions, their expressions, bring that into your training. Bring your breathing to help you through that. Embrace whatever you're feeling. Don't, just because it's bad, just because it feels maybe like nerve-wracking or you feel anxiety or some stress over it, just go ahead and actually embrace that. Getting into the practice of embracing whatever you're feeling and not pushing it away will actually allow you to work with that. And while you're able to work with that, you'll actually be able to move that energy through you so that it's not just stuck in one frequency like anxiety or whatever that is. And you'll be able to work with it, and you'll actually develop the experience working with difficult or tough or challenging or stressful states or emotions. Okay, so those were the tips for week 3. What I would also say is if you have a heart clearing, just be really compassionate towards yourself. Be really grateful that you had one. It's most likely a sign of progress for you, or that you just really needed that. So, I mean, for me, it was just a really powerful experience. It shifted that whole year that I experienced it. So hopefully you guys are having a similar experience. Leave me a comment down below if you had a heart clearing, or how your power 10s are going. If you've noticed how you experience stress is different, let us know in the comments below. Leave me a thumbs up if this video was helpful for you. I'll see you guys in the next video.